Welcome to this lesson on the characteristics of life. Have you ever wondered what separates living things from non-living things? A rock sits still, but a plant grows. Water flows, but it doesn't reproduce. So what exactly makes something alive? Scientists have identified 7 key properties that all living organisms share. These characteristics help us define life itself. Whether we're looking at a tiny bacterium or a massive blue whale, these 7 traits are present in every living thing. Let's explore what makes something truly alive. All living organisms share 7 fundamental characteristics. First is cellular organization, meaning all life is made of cells. Second is metabolism, the chemical processes that provide energy. Third is growth and development, where organisms increase in size and complexity. Fourth is reproduction, the ability to create new organisms. Fifth is response to stimuli, reacting to environmental changes. Sixth is homeostasis, maintaining stable internal conditions. And seventh is adaptation and evolution, changing over time through natural selection. Remember these 7 properties because they work together to define what it means to be alive. Every living thing, from the smallest bacteria to the largest animals, exhibits all 7 of these characteristics. The first characteristic of life is cellular organization. All living things are made up of one or more cells. Think of cells as the basic building blocks of life, like bricks in a house. Some organisms are unicellular, meaning they consist of just a single cell. Bacteria and amoebas are perfect examples of unicellular life. Despite having only one cell, they can carry out all the functions necessary for life. Other organisms are multicellular, made up of many cells working together. Plants, animals, and fungi are all multicellular. In these organisms, different cells perform different jobs, like how organs in your body have specialized functions. Whether an organism has one cell or trillions of cells, cellular organization is what makes it alive. Metabolism is the second characteristic of life. It refers to all the chemical reactions happening inside an organism that keep it alive. Think of metabolism as the engine that powers life. There are 2 main types of metabolic processes. Anabolism is the process of building complex molecules from simpler ones. This is how your body builds muscles and repairs tissues. Catabolism is the opposite, breaking down complex molecules to release energy. When you digest food, you're using catabolism to extract energy your body can use. Every living thing needs energy to survive, and metabolism is how organisms convert nutrients into that usable energy. Without metabolism, life simply cannot exist. Growth and reproduction are 2 closely related characteristics of life. Growth means an organism increases in size and complexity over time. This happens through cell division, where cells multiply, and cell enlargement, where individual cells get bigger. A tiny seed grows into a towering tree, and a single fertilized egg develops into a complete human being. Reproduction is the process of producing new organisms to continue the species. Without reproduction, species would simply die out. Living things reproduce in 2 main ways: sexual reproduction, which involves 2 parents, and asexual reproduction, which requires only one parent. Both growth and reproduction ensure that life continues from one generation to the next. The 5th characteristic is response to stimuli. Living organisms can sense and react to changes in their environment. A stimulus is anything that causes a reaction, like light, temperature, sound, or touch. Think about how plants grow toward sunlight. This is called phototropism, and it's the plant responding to the stimulus of light. Animals move away from danger when they sense a threat. Your pupils automatically dilate when you enter a dark room. Even bacteria can sense and move toward nutrients in their environment. This ability to respond to stimuli is crucial for survival. It allows organisms to find food, avoid danger, and adapt to their surroundings. Without this characteristic, organisms couldn't interact with the world around them. Homeostasis is the ability to maintain stable internal conditions despite changes in the external environment. Think of it as your body's internal balance system. Your body temperature stays around 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit whether you're in a hot desert or a cold winter. This is homeostasis in action. Your body also controls blood sugar levels, keeping them in a healthy range even after you eat a meal. It maintains the proper pH balance in your blood and manages water content in your cells. All living organisms must maintain homeostasis to survive. If internal conditions become too unstable, cells cannot function properly, and the organism may die. Homeostasis is like a thermostat that constantly adjusts to keep everything working just right. The seventh and final characteristic of life is adaptation and evolution. Over many generations, populations of organisms change through a process called natural selection. Organisms inherit traits from their parents, and some of these traits help them survive and reproduce better in their environment. Those organisms are more likely to pass their traits to the next generation. Over time, this leads to adaptations, special features that help organisms thrive in specific environments. For example, polar bears have thick fur to survive in the Arctic, and cacti store water to survive in deserts. Evolution is the gradual change in populations over long periods of time. It's important to remember that all 7 characteristics we've discussed work together to define life. Each one is essential, and together they create the amazing diversity of living organisms we see on Earth today.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.